Hey there, what's going on guys? Ash here. I hope you are having a wonderful day or night, whatever time zone you're in, because it is time to look at preview pages for Power Rangers Prime Issue 7. Now, Issue 6 is dropping tomorrow on Wednesday, April 30th, so definitely stay tuned for my review for that issue. Special thanks to Boom Studios for sending me an early copy of Issue 6. Much appreciated. I won't go into any spoilers for what happens in that issue, but it's a really good issue. And Boom Studios once again did send me preview pages for Power Rangers Prime Issue 7, but like we always do, we read it off Ranger Command Power Hour, friend of the channels, friend of the show, because like I said, they have it in a nice, good layout for me to look at and read to you guys on the YouTubes to put this into a nice, digestible video. So, Power Rangers Prime is coming out in June 2025. We're not getting Power Rangers Prime Issue 7 in May. Looks like the series is taking a bit of a break. I'm not sure why, but we are getting the VR Troopers Free Comic Book Day one-shot. So on Free Comic Book Day on May 3rd, I believe it is. Yeah, May 3rd. Go down to your local comic book shop and pick up a free comic or pick up a bunch of comics. I've got some recommendations. I recommend, I don't know where to remake it, anything from the Absolute or Ultimate Universe. Absolute Martian Manhunter was really great. Absolute Batman is killing it. Ultimate Spider-Man is killing it. Anything from the Massive Verse, like Radiant Black, Rogue Sun, stuff like that. What else do I recommend? Berserker, Something is Killing the Children. There's a bunch of really good comics out there that I highly recommend checking out. And maybe that's what I'll probably do as a side project and talk about other comics that I'm reading right now. But we're here to talk about Power Rangers, not other comics today. So Power Rangers Prime is coming out in June. So let's read the synopsis that they've got on their website. So let's read it. Again, special thanks to Boom Studios and Ranger Command. So, the Rangers might finally have their powers, but they still have a long way to go before they're a real team, something they established in Issue 5. They'll need to learn faster as one group delves into the mysterious and potential dangerous underground labyrinth known as the Belly, while another explores another diplomatic solution to rescuing Mark. So, the Belly we're going to be seeing in these preview pages is quite an interesting look at them, but let's look at these preview pages because they're a lot of fun to look at, but let's look at the covers first. So here's the mainline cover done by Dan Mora. We've got Mark here, we've got Orion here, and we've got the man-made Zord that we see, which I really do like this Zord because it's a combination of all the other Zords we've seen so far. From what we see in this preview page, it looks sort of like sentient, like Tiramigo from Ryu Soldier. It looks like freaking Dino Charge Red's Dinozord. Looks like the Dino Thunder Dinozord. It's got a bit of it's got a bit of all the dinos built into it with its design. Because like you can sort of see like the holes in the mouth, that's Dino Charge. It's got the head of, the head of like the T-Rex Zord. I think the tail from Dino Charge. But yeah, it's got a little bit of everything in it. And we'll have another look at it in this issue. It's probably going to be the thumbnail. Here's the second Ranger cover variant done by Lee Cree of the Time Force Rangers, and this is an Akira montage, which is great. I love Akira, classic anime series, but we've got our Time Force Rangers walking towards their vehicle, and it looks really freaking awesome. Because I like how Wes here is doing the Time Force pose, and they're all following behind him. That's a really cool cover. We've got a cover of Jun, and his mother behind him. So this is a really good cover done by Keila Valario. Really great cover, really great artwork. We've got the next one of John and Mark at the gym being bros, working out. Really nice cover. And then we've got the other cover done by Jessica Fong of Rita. This was the final cover reveal that we're getting, or one of the final cover reveals that we're getting from Boom Studios, and it's Rita. Really nice background. And again, one of the things they're teasing, we've got 6 colors here, a green color here. Who is going to be the Green Ranger? A lot of people are speculating that it might be Rita, so that way they can sort of pay tribute to with the 30 years plus of Power Rangers by having Rita sort of be the Green Ranger in this universe. And that would make sense. I mean, that would totally make sense if she can tap into the morphing grid in this universe. because she does have grid-related powers. So, and then we got the final one done by Hugh Din. And again, this is another one of those covers. I believe this is like this is the Boom Direct variant reserve. So you have to get this on their website. But yeah, this one is of Mark, and he is sort of doing a pose as his Blue Ranger form, which we don't know what the theme is based on. And I don't know if we will find out. It's going to be a while. So let's go over more preview pages as well. Close these. And let's look at the preview pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at them. Okay, so 6 months ago, Museum Robotics Lab. So we've got this opening in the robotics lab. Let's zoom in, see if we can see anything on the walls here. And once again, Michael Ying is back doing the artwork. Shout out to Michael. Michael follows me on Twitter. So we've got Mark saying, "Let me do it, my fingers are smaller." And Orion says, "You're also clumsier." And then Orion makes a joke by saying, "You cracked the toilet bowl last week." And Orion makes a joke saying he was trying to fix it. So it looks like they're working on something right now. And then you hear an explosion. And then you hear a boom. And they get knocked back. And they're wondering what the heck happened. So you see a giant crater in the wall. They go to check it out. And what we find out here is a little T-Rex sword. It looks adorable. It looks freaking adorable. He's holding a sword here, which is fascinating. He's holding one of the weapons here. I think this is either a Kako Ranger weapon or a Ninja Steel weapon, I think. But he's holding onto the little weapon. And again, like I said, he's got a little bit of everything in him. He's got a little bit of Dino Charge, got a little bit of Dino Fury, got a little bit of Mighty Morphin in him. He's an adorable little dinosaur. So I don't know if this is going to be the Zord or their little Zord companion that they build. So I could be totally wrong, but it's our first look at a man-made Zord in this series. So this is like one of those sentient Zords that they built. So that's pretty cool, I will say that. So Orion says, question, what are we going to do with it? Or what kind of trouble are we in? So the page opens up with Orion in the sewers and Raiders in the sewers as well, and Bulk is there too. And they are fighting the mutants in the belly. So here we got some design of some of the mutants here. We've got Leatherface here. We've got Goggles guy here. And then we've got Dinosaur guy with a mask on. So they come into their sanctum intruding. So I guess this is where the cliffhanger for issue 6 is going to... 7? Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, I think we've got out-of-context pages here. Yeah, we've definitely got out-of-context pages here of how this flashback is opening up. So that's fascinating within itself. No idea. Yeah, so I guess we're getting mixed pages so we don't get any spoilers, because that seems very out of context by having the preview page here 6 months ago, then now opening up with the flashback. Like, how the heck do they get down into the sewers? I guess this is them trying to escape the sewers, I guess, in the issue. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea. We'll have to find out in 2 months. But we've got Dinosaur with mask here, and he's got the knuckle buster saying boom, and I do like that, you know, Boom Comics. He's got the skull belt buckle. I like that. He looks pretty cool. He's a cool looking dinosaur. So they're getting attacked by monsters, Rita says, and Bulk says, technically the politically correct term is mutants here. I say jokingly, but here we get lore about the mutants, but some are also monsters, he does say. I guess monster mutants with them hanging out. I guess it's monsters that sort of migrated to Earth, but there's also mutants there. I guess that as well. But Rita says, how did they get here, idiot, and why are they attacking us? And Bulk says, well, they live here. And then they say, go attack. And then Orion asks, why is there so many? And here we get an interesting explanation where it looks like the text here is kind of smushed here, which I guess this is kind of probably a printing error that we got in the previews, where Bulk says, Earth is on an Eltarian colony. If you're not a registered citizen or you don't play by the rules, then I guess you're a mutant or an outcast and you get to live in the sewers. So I guess that's where the refugees go in the Power Rangers Prime universe, which is fascinating within itself. So anyway, guys, that's the preview pages for Power Rangers Prime issue 7, which is out in June. So like I said, my review for issue 6 will be dropping tomorrow morning, which will be tomorrow evening for me, because I'll probably edit it as soon as I get home from work. And then, yeah, it'll be out before you know it. So definitely stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, what did you think of these preview pages? What are your speculations on the Sentient Zord? What are your thoughts on the Sentient Zord? Because I thought we'd be getting Zords, but it doesn't look like it so far. But what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. So with that said, I guess I'll catch you guys later. And peace out. Take care. Bye.